Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Shrees in a Circle. My name is Kay. And thank you very much for watching and for supporting Shrees in a Circle. It's been a privilege to be able to accompany all of you beautiful souls on our healing journey together. So for tonight, I would like to guide us to meet our spirit guides. Okay, so it's going to be fun. Okay, there's nothing intimidating about it. It's really relaxing, and again, don't expect anything. Okay, don't expect. When there's no expectations, it's always the best outcome. But before we start our meditation, just want to share with you a little bit about my last trip to Zurich and to Germany, and then we'll start with the meditation. So a little bit of storytelling first, and then the meditation, because I think that's important. So this year I have been, just to dive into it. All right. So just this year I've been having a lot of recurring dreams of very particular places. So one was in spring, I dreamt of a very dark Gothic church. Very dark, very dark, very dark, very big, and beautiful, magnificent. And in my dream, I was with friends and I would be sitting looking up at this church. So it's a church, and very interesting. I think that spirituality has no brand to it. Like, it's all the same, because I dream of Shiva, I dream of Ganesha, I dream of the church, and I'm Buddhist. So I can't label like I am so and so. I think, human beings, we like to label, we like to categorize, product hierarchies, things like this. But God is God, right? God can't be labeled. I think that's the message. Anyways, sidetracking here, but this beautiful church, and it's at night, okay? And I'll be looking up, and there's this beautiful river. So in my dream, there's two scenes. One is at night. So I'm looking, it's evening time. I'm seeing this big, dark, Gothic church, feeling very peaceful, almost seeing angels, angelic beings around. And then on another scene, I would see the same place, right? And behind this church, there's a river. And it's a big, wide river, very blue, beautiful. And there's medieval towns on the side. So there's so it's a city. So I get the vibe that this is a city. It's very medieval, old, right? Because the church itself is like super old. And I felt so peaceful. I also, in my dream, I had an apartment in that place. So I lived there. This is like my home. And I checked out on Google and I found like, what is this place? Big medieval church, dark. And I saw Cologne. And once I saw that church on Google, I said, that's spot on. This is Cologne. So that was coming to me, and the Rhine River was coming to me in my dreams in spring. And I felt this sense of homecoming, to meet the Rhine and to meet Cologne and to meet the church. It's like, wow, I lived there in another lifetime, Very strange, very particular. I've never been to Cologne. So in another dream, so this is another particular dream, and I dreamt that I saw Roman Greek-like buildings. They were really huge buildings, really, really, really big, limestone, with big wooden doors. I think of gladiators, but it's like this big wooden doors and this big apartments, big, huge ones, very high ceiling and very Greek. So, yeah, so I'm not sure which lifetime that was, but there's some Greek history going on. Couldn't figure it out, but anyways. So I was going to Zurich for my trip, company trip, and I was really elated, super excited, but also at the same time super disappointed because Germany and Switzerland is quite close, but I wasn't going to Germany until my friend said, "Why don't you just hop on a train and you can get to Cologne?" So I was like, "What?" So I'm so happy because in July I got to meet Cologne and I meet my friend. You know, I've been working with her for like ages and we love each other, and it's like I get to see her and I get to see her dog too in person for real. And I also got to see a lot of my colleagues from my team as well, which is feeling is just incredibly different from having to work via Teams and webinars. And you know, it's like to see the real human being. It's just you never see that side of the person before. And a meeting is always like go 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 go. You know, agenda agenda agenda, and people can't show your personality. We don't have time to chill and let our hair loose and laugh and dance. And it was so nice to connect to real people, you know, for real. And there's just such a lot of fire and energy and dynamism when it comes to being around the table and having discussions. It was just amazing, amazing trip. And people were just like, yeah, just you see how deep and spiritual people are. And you know, we never have that multidimensional aspect. We never get to see the multidimensional aspect of our colleague or our friend if we're always constantly on virtual mode, you know. And I got to see that. And I'm really grateful. I'm really thankful for that opportunity. Yeah. So when I first, you know, the train landed, I went to Cologne and I saw the church. Oh my God, it was like a dream come true. It's exactly as I've dreamt of, exactly. And what was also very interesting, the serendipity of it, is that it's also at night that the train, it was at 8 p.m. So it was almost nightfall, you know, the light was getting darker. And it's exactly the time when I dreamt that I was with friends and I was looking at the church and it's at night, you know. And I remember I was telling my friend, my friend and colleague that I was looking at the church and there were these steps, and especially at the back of, or I don't know at the front of the back, but there's one part where there's a lot of grass, there's a lot of trees, and it's exactly how I saw it in my dreams. There was a lot of grass and there's a lot of trees, and then looking up at this beautiful church. For me, the message was just, God is great. You know, it's like, I cannot describe it. It was, the building is just so huge. It's colossal and it's grandiose, and it's all the little intricacies, the detailing behind it. And there's also this majesty. It's like majesty, you know, majestic aura and power and beauty. It was just beautiful, beautiful to behold for me. And a sense of homecoming again, to be in Cologne. I just feel like something in that city in which probably I lived in other lifetimes, that I feel this natural sense of familiarity with the place. It's just great, just great. That's why I totally believe in the Akashic records. You know, Akasha is a bit like, you know, your, I don't know if this is really the true definition of Akasha, but it is just tapping into your lifetimes. You know, it's your life records of your past, your current, your future. And I felt like stepping into Cologne, I was opening up and tapping into the energy and the power of the life source that I had been in that previous lifetime in Cologne. I was connecting to that previous lifetime of me somehow, you know. And it was really good. It was really good. I felt the message for me being in Germany, in Cologne, was really forgive me, Germany, you know, and I forgive you, Germany. It's all about forgiveness. It was all about forgiveness. It was, you know, I really love you. I love this land. It's so old. It's so ancient. Something about it. And it was all about forgiveness. It was like, I release, I forgive. What was also very to me as well, I kind of have this, I don't know, we're talking about past lives here. I don't know how the conversation deviates, but it really felt like I was tapping into my past lives. But I also remember since I was young, I've been always fascinated with fighter planes. Fighter planes have been my ultimate fascination. Going to the moon and fighter planes. It's always been fighter planes, right? And I have this strange feeling because I would always watch war movies. Whenever I watch a movie and this is a war scene and the fighter plane crashes or I see a fighter plane, I just can't help and control myself. I start crying uncontrollably. And I have a feeling that I have probably been a fighter pilot in my past lifetimes and probably crashed and died. Yeah. So as I'm saying this, I'm also getting a bit of a headache on my left side of my head. So yeah, there is trauma and release to be done for the past lives. Of being in war, in war zones, it's a lot of stress, a lot of pain, and to see it from this perspective, it's also peaceful in a sense because it comes and goes, really. The human body dies, yes, but the spirit moves on. Like I can really see that. So yeah, Germany, I forgive you and I ask for your forgiveness. Just making that yeah, so much love. So much love to Cologne. Cologne and the Rhine River. Just following the majesty of the Rhine Falls from Zurich and then traveling with a Swiss train and then goes in the Deutsche Bahn, the German train. And just basically following the path of the Rhine River to Cologne was like a pilgrimage for me. Paying honor and homage to this beautiful energy of the river. I feel instinctively that there is a dragon energy within the river. And I myself have Naga energy. Like I feel like we're gonna do a meditation, I promise, right, on our spirit guides. But I feel like my spirit guide, my spirit mother is Naga, which is a dragon, water dragon. And I have this feeling that in the Rhine there is a red dragon. So my dragon roots are connecting with the Rhine. There's something about the Rhine and the dragon within me. It's just, yeah, activated. Also, when I was in this trip, I went to Mulhouse in France with my my bestie, and I was asking my pendulum. In one of the videos, I will talk about the pendulum and how to use it because for me, the pendulum is my best friend. It really tells me what to do. Sometimes pendulum was saying, go to France, go to Mulhouse. So I actually didn't want to go. I wanted to rest and laze at home, but pendulum's like, go to Mulhouse. So I was really happy I went to Mulhouse. Mulhouse. Actually, it's called Mulhouse in French. And I saw this, again, this beautiful church in Mulhouse. It looks a lot like the one in Cologne, but, I guess all this region is very Germanic in its influence and very similar structure. So I was just admiring the church, and there was this, it's kind of like a so what do you call it? Secondhand shops, like selling antiques and stuff for really low price. But anyways, I came across these owls, this pair of owls. And I was just going to show you. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, my love owl. So I've got this love owl and a baby love owl. And they have these incredible blue eyes. I'm not sure if you can see it. and inscriptions here. So these love owls, I found it and I got them. Yay, I'm so happy. I've been dreaming, not this year, but also in the past years, constant dreams of snow owls like them. In the daytime, I could never understand. And also, very interestingly, this trip, I've been very fascinated by feathers. I've been looking at feathers all the time, picking up feathers. And then I found my owls. Finally, I bought them. I got it at a great deal. And what was also very strange is I saw this olive bush in Mulhouse, and I just felt very instinctively inclined to break off a branch of the olive branch. I brought it with me, and I brought my owls, but I couldn't figure out where they're from. And so, of course, Google is a great way to find out about sources. So I said, brass heavy owls, and they are Greek. They're Greek. So remember the dream about Greece? The connection was there. And so now I know that these owls are the symbol for goddess Athena, the goddess of war. Okay. So everything is, and love, war and love. Everything is coming together now in a sense of goddess Athena, the dream of Greece, Cologne, and my flashbacks of being a fighter pilot, dying at war, goddess Athena being the goddess of war. That through my dreams and through these visits to these lands, feels like traveling to these lands that I've been called to come. The lands had something for me, that had a message for me. It was in Mulhouse, it was in Cologne. I picked up objects instinctively, intuitively. I was pulled to find them, not knowing what they mean, but then later on, I find out more about it. And so it's just fascinating. It's just like, yeah, I feel there's a lot of divine angels and support and help that we all have, right? That we all have access to. And I'm sharing this with you in this like compact 19-minute video recounting it, but it's it's like it's an unraveling of the thread. It's a mystery. The Akashic records, it's a mystery, but it unravels to you, but you have to be very patient and watch out for signs and symbols. Try to put that together. I think for me, the whole forgiveness aspect, like of probably my past selves being at war, having suffered, and then releasing, it's coming, with the help of the angels, with the help of goddess Athena, with the owls, and the olive. Apparently, the olive is also one of her symbols. So there you go. It's just crazy. It's just very, very, very amazing. Serendipity, I would say. So just happy to share that with you. And so now we're in 2022, and I'm going to start our meditation segment. So we shall connect to our spirit guides. Okay, so this is going to be a silent meditation because I want to give you the space, the sacred space, for you to just connect to your higher self with my energy. And it will be a visualization exercise. So through the visualization, you may see or feel or smell glimpses of your spirit guide who is helping you and supporting you. All right. It could be, just keep your mind open. It could be a dragon, it could be a wizard, it could be a fairy, an angel, it could be an animal as well, like an owl, a whale. So just keep your heart open and your mind open to connect to your sacred spirit guide who is supporting, helping, guiding, and loving you. So I'm going to start this meditation. Okay, so sit very comfortably, at ease. I invite you to close your eyes. Sit up straight and be undisturbed for the next 10 minutes. I'm sending you so much white light, bright light, to protect your aura, to protect your energy field, protect our energy field, connecting with that of Gaia, our Earth star, Mother Earth. She's holding and supporting us. Place your feet firmly on the ground. I'd like you to visualize yourself levitating above the ground. Now you're flying over the house or building in which you're living right now. You're looking from above. You're now flying even higher above the city that you're living in. You can see all the little lights and cars and roads, and they're all very small. It's as if you're on a plane. And I like you to travel above the clouds. You're now amongst the stars, up in space. And you see this sense of freedom and spaciousness, wide open space, and you're just going forward. Now you see a clearing between the clouds, and what do you see? I like you to go and investigate, because you will meet your spirit guide. Whether you're landing in water or on land, just feel guided. If you can hear any noises around, sounds, what you see, smell. And you will see your spirit guide will show itself to you. And when you do meet it, you will know, because there's just so much love. So much love, embrace, just let and receive the wisdom codes, the light codes from your spirit guide to you. And just thank and be grateful. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your love and your wisdom. And you know that your spirit guide is always there for you. You can just call out its name, her name, or his name, or its name. Now it's time to say goodbye. You thank your spirit guide and you travel back up through the clouds, spacious white clouds, over cities, back to your country. Back to your city. You see the familiar roads, and you come to your street, your house, your building. You come back through, back into this room, and back into your body. Taking a deep breath in. Taking another deep breath in. Final deep breath in. Very slowly opening your eyes. Welcome back. So, that was beautiful. Whether you met your spirit guide or not, you can leave me a comment. For me, I met Orca. Orca is my spirit father, and I met him in the water. It's very beautiful and powerful. For me, it's just my way of connecting to my spirit energies that's living within me. Very accessible. Just have to close your eyes. Again, it is my belief, right? And it's unique to each person's experience. And if you're having issues or trouble, like visualizing, don't force it. It's okay. It will come naturally, you know. Don't use the logical brain. You gotta feel your way through. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel inspired. Sometimes we think too much, and we don't know what we're seeing anymore because we're thinking too much. So rationalizing it too much. Just let it go. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that. And once again, just want to show you this beautiful egg. I found it in the river in Zurich. It's like it's the owl, the eggs, you know. Beautiful. So wishing all of you a beautiful day. Just ending it with some light grid of the flower of life, the Akashic records, Akasha. So may the energy of the flower of life heal you so you may remember your past and gain all the knowledge that you have had from your past into this current now moment, into your current life. And remember that all is well, all is happening for our highest intention. So whatever is happening for our best. Okay? Just trust in the universe. May you have a beautiful, blessed day wherever you are. Again, thank you very much for subscribing, for liking this channel, and namaste.